So Shelby pulled 5 figures out of a funded account in 3 months. But then she lost the whole thing. She's a mom, life is pretty all over the place. Half the time she's trading from her phone, in between a workout class while she's juggling her kid. Not literally, of course. From January to March, she was crushing it. 6, 7 payouts, money hitting the bank, life's good. Then the account was gone and everything kind of flipped upside down. And this is the part that's important. It's not like she just forgot how to trade, right? She just proved that she could. There's one thing to get a payout, but it was like 6, 7 over the course of a whole quarter. She really started losing because she went into the, what I call like making it back mode, where everything you do is to get back to where you were, and so you start rushing everything. You tilt, you chase, it just becomes a disaster. Like you kind of feel like you're drowning. And that kind of loop, it has nothing to do with skill itself. What you're about to watch is how we climbed out of that. And no, it wasn't a new technical strategy. It wasn't that at all.
Hi, everyone. It's been a second since I've been on these calls. I've had a really busy month of June, and despite being extremely busy and getting sick, it's been one of my best months trading, which is amazing to see. I don't know how I've done it, mothering, traveling, being sick. I feel like I've been trading from my phone most days, and I've really stuck to the place of copy trading my accounts, kind of being a little more detached from, oh, just this one funded account. And I've slowly started to kind of grow my confidence a little bit more by going for those 1 to 2 RRs. I found like that TP hit message coming up more and more with my strategy, whereas before I would have gone for like 1 to 4s, 1 to 5s, and those didn't always hit the way that I wanted them to.
Yeah.
And so I'm finding that like getting these small little wins is building my confidence in my system even more. And I'm finding even on the days where I do lose, it's a small loss and I'm not like too hung up about it, but I'm staying within my risk parameters. I'm not like trying to immediately go make it back. I'm in the place where if I lose during a day, I'm like, okay, I've lost for the day. I'm done because I know my mindset after I lose is always, I always feel a little irritated. I'm trying to stay neutral when I lose, but I feel like I'm a little irritated when I lose. But I can be
Okay.
happy and grateful if I've followed my plan and I have the right risk. So I've
Yeah.
found myself doing that a lot with June. So I really think for me, the detachment though and the improvement came from copy trading over multiple accounts, really only looking at that $50,000 account that I'm trading on and
Yeah.
seeing, if I go and draw down, okay, it's $100 in drawdown. It's whatever.
Right.
So I think psychologically seeing that smaller number, while yes, knowing that I have these more accounts attached has helped me not be so like, oh, I need to win this one.
Yeah.
Um, I've also pulled probably 4 accounts back from like almost being dead to now they're in a little bit of profit and moving closer to being passed. I think I have like 2 or 3 others that are like halfway to being passed. So I'm kind of at this place where I am seeing that trajectory where April, May, it was like a downward trend for me. And I'm
Yeah.
slowly starting to see that slow, steady climb up with my equity curve. That is what I want to see, obviously. So
Yeah.
it's exciting to see that steadiness come in again. And now that I like look back at the past and I look back at April when I lost my funded and I saw that downward trend. Now that I've had a little bit more perspective and some time to look at it, I realized what you were saying earlier, which was when the market conditions are shifting, I really actually think I do like to sell and short Dow the most, more so than buying. When we saw that sharp increase and it move back upwards over the month of April and May, I feel like I was still in that shorting mindset, and I need to learn how to determine when we're shifting gears in a way. When we get
Yeah.
that turnaround point, it's almost like, should I stay out of the market? when that happens? Or is there some way that I can see that, okay, things are shifting here and I need to change to now start looking for something else? So,
I have 3 things I wanna add on, or I wanna
mhm,
talk about based on what you said so far. I'm gonna bring it back to the beginning where there is a psychology of more frequent wins, and I think it serves most traders better. I think that that's the single reason why I think lower take profits are so valuable, especially as you're building your confidence in your system or even in the exit strategy element of it, because it might be more profitable for some systems to go for 3R, 4R, 5R, whatever. But the issue is if there's a big enough gap between wins, the psyche takes a hit.
mhm,
And you can't like your strategy, you won't allow your strategy to be profitable because you'll get in the way of it before it happens.
mhm,
So, if like you're losing streak or like it's just there's days and like you're just not hitting the 4R, sometimes like that's too much. And
mhm.
then like we just get in our own way. So it sounds like for you right now, hitting TP just a bit more frequently serves you more from like just like the psychology of it.
Yeah,
It builds the confidence, like you said, and I think just going with that is going to be great. Like I think keep doing that. Maybe track what would I have made if, like, let's say I would have let this run a little bit further, and then over time there could be like a graduation where you kind of give yourself a little bit more wiggle room. But right now, I mean, it's work.
yeah,
There's not even the need to do anything or change anything there.
yeah,
And so for everyone else, like, maybe dial back your take profits if you feel like you just lose confidence more often than you want to.
mhm.
Love that. And then the second thing I know you said, and you can correct me if I misunderstood, but, like, when you take a loss right now, you've just kinda been like, "Let's take the loss for the day," and then you'll just sign off, right?
I kind of like I've in the past, when I've lost, I'm like, "Okay, let me if the trade's still valid, let me, like, enter in again." I think I've gotten to this place with trading where I'm like, "There's gonna be another trade tomorrow, just journal about it, relax, be present with Maya the rest of the day, and just look for another one." And I think
I have a
I don't
question.
know.
So
Yeah, yeah.
so you said like, you take the loss, but the trade is still valid. How does that work? So when you set your stop loss, does that not make the trade invalid for you?
It depends. Sometimes I'll mark up zones, so I really look for a certain zone entry. Typically, it's within a 50% 618 zone is what I like for the market to kinda come to start kinda looking for a position,
Okay.
and then I'll look left and see, like, what are the candles doing previously? Are we gonna mitigate this zone? Is it really strong? And I think it could go even higher. So, typically, if I think that it's starting to, like, kind of, like, waver in that zone, I think it could go back to where I want it to go. Maybe it just had a little bit of a almost like a spike up or, like, liquidity sweep. Then I might enter back in, but that also depends on if I'm still looking at the charts, right? Because sometimes I'll be in the market in the morning, I'll go to a workout class. I'm not gonna be looking for something in that workout class, and I'll look later, but I'm in almost in the boat where I like to trade in the morning and the afternoons. I don't even like to look at the charts. I know that's, like, probably different than a lot of people here, like,
Mhm.
I'm done for the day." So, it almost for me is like I have a window to kinda look for things, and if it's
Mhm.
there, if it is not, and maybe I'll send a petting trade for later while I'm doing something, but I feel like that's pretty rare.
I was just wondering because that's a kind of a tricky thing where, like, you take a loss, but the trade's still valid. That is definitely 2 like, opposing ideas for your brain where you're like,
Yeah,
"Well, it could still work out." So I think I like that if you take the loss, but the setup's still, like, is directionally valid, you're still like, "Alright, I'm just kinda done with this."
yeah,
I think that just closes a loop more effectively. Where I
mm,
wanna push you a little bit, it's not something you have to do right away, but I think that losing once and then just stepping away from trading overall, I do think that's a bit more of a Band-Aid than it
mhm,
is like a complete, like, just like a solution, because I do think I mean, it also depends on, like, what your window of trading is and a couple other factors, but I think that doesn't help you kind of regulate yourself. It's still useful because 'cause you're just like, "Oh, I'm just taking myself out of the environment," so, like,
yeah,
100%. makes it so you don't tilt, which is worth it.
Yeah.
100% worth it. But where I do want to kind of in this for the sense of becoming a better loser, I do want you to be able to at some point get to the point where like I lost and like I've completely closed this loop so that I can trade again if I am available to.
Yeah.
Because that will also get in the way of winning,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And right now, I think getting to a point where like building your confidence up, I think is more valuable. But long term, from like a elite trader level, being able to bounce back is going to be necessary.
I think for me, I think in terms of days. So my window to trade usually is like 7 to 10 a.m. And so if I lose within that window and I know I'm going to be busy the rest of the day and I'm not going to be able to look at the charts as much, like I'm like, okay, I've lost. I need to journal, let it go, and then
Yeah.
look again tomorrow and start over, kind of thing. So it's
Yeah.
almost like in the past, I would have been like, I've lost. Okay, let me look for another one. Trying to trade while I'm busy
Ah, I
doing
see.
stuff, like
Yeah.
trying to multitask, trying to like almost be in the energy of making it back rather than trying to just look for the next trade. And I
Right.
think for me, like being in that one and done mentality was kind of a test for me over the past few weeks because um, I hadn't done that before. It was kind of a new thing for me to do. And I think after losing my funded account earlier this year, I went on it. I tilted where I just was like trying to
Uh-huh.
make things back and I kept losing. And I think I finally got to a place where like I almost need to prove to myself that lose well. Okay, follow your risk, follow your plan. If you lose within that, you could walk away from the day being really proud and happy because you still followed your plan. Yes, you lost, but you did it the right way and you can trade again tomorrow and you can look for another
Mhm.
setup tomorrow type of thing. So it's
Yeah.
almost like when I go to sleep, I feel like my body just refreshes, I reset, and I can go in
Yeah.
the next day being like, all right, it's time to look for something else. Tomorrow it was yesterday and it's a new day. So
From that point of view, I like it because
mm,
now like you're training yourself to not wanna make it back, not wanting to win something back,
yeah.
like recover, which in itself, like, trading is an exchange. So when you lose, there is nothing to make back. I gave
Mhm.
it, like, that was part of the game. So I like that, I think it's worth it. Keep doing that for sure.
Um,
Because now you're rewiring yourself to just, like, complete the trade. It's over. There
yeah.
is no making it back. There's just new opportunities, and that's it. And you can't force the new opportunity. It doesn't have to be in this window of, like, today.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
think that's so good because one of the things that and I know, but, like, there's a thing right now where, like, everyone wants to just, like, have a full month of, like, no losses.
Mhm.
Every day needs to be green. And it's cool, but it's just not trading. That's just
Mhm.
not actual trading. It may happen, but it can happen just because it happened, not because you forced it to happen.
Yeah.
So, long term, I think what you're doing is great that way.
It eats you. You're like, "Oh, this is for sure gonna go," and then it just keeps going against you. It's like, oh, it's bad. You dig yourself in a hole.
Nice. Well, thanks, Shelby. I appreciate you sharing, and
Of
I'm
course.
glad you're adapting to mobile and just there's always gonna be chaos in the schedule, especially
Yeah.
when you're mother, so
It's
guaranteed.
crazy.
So it's like you have to get better at these environments, which is in that situation because it's not gonna go away. And
Yep.
if, like, it's not gonna go away, then alright, we just gotta adapt to it. So,
Yep.
but yeah, good to see you on here, Shelby. I'll keep you in the loop
Thanks.
for in-person stuff now that we're back and everything as
Sounds
well.
good.
So catch what actually changed there. Shelby already knew how to win. 5 figures in payouts, several payouts. The proof is in the pudding. What she didn't know yet was just how to lose. That's what was keeping her stuck in that negative loop. One and done. Lose one for the day, close the loop. There's nothing to make back. That loss was already part of the system, it was part of the plan. That's the whole shift. Psychologically, she went into a rebuild mode. Not to rebuild her capital and rebuild her accounts, it's to rebuild her confidence. Detaching from any one account, so no single number kind of just is everything, and it's the source of her confidence. Building the discipline to walk away instead of chasing the trade, instead of chasing the profits for the day. So it wasn't about a new version of the strategy, upgrading all of that. It was about upgrading the identity, and it wasn't getting back to a previous identity. It was honestly turning into someone that now added learning how to lose into her repertoire. Same trader, same setups, just a different identity, running everything. So if you've been losing and you're trying to win it back and win it back and win it back, that's the loop that's keeping you stuck. And getting out of that loop is exactly what I'm teaching in my free workshop. You'll find the link to that below. You really don't want to miss this because it's not just about learning, it's implementing. You'll have homework to go do and apply. So stop trying to get it back. Stop trying to go back to who you were, what you were doing, and what you were making. Become someone